Hey nerds, this is Chris. I'm sitting in for Jess on this week's Snuggle Bun Takes on The Walking Dead. Because as you might have seen last week, well, Jess got bit by a zombie, and unfortunately she has now turned, so we've had to put her out of her misery.
Chris, I'm not quite dead yet, so maybe next week, so come on, right.
Oh.
So, episode 3. The beginning scene. There's a helicopter crash, giving you a false sense of security that there may still be an army, which you later find out that they're actually not. Michonne and Andrea, with her 2 walkers, tootle on over to have a gander of what's going on. They find that there's a couple of other people turning up, so they hide. Michonne ties her walkers to a tree. The governor rescues the pilot and kills 2 freshly turned walkers. As Michonne's walkers get restless, she has to make a snap judgment. Take their heads off or get caught. She takes off their heads, had no worry about it. But still, one person finds her. Mel's back! You have no idea how happy I was to see Mel again. So Mel takes Michonne and Andrea back to the Gov, who takes them back to Woodbury, and that's where they're all sitting pretty at the end of the world. Michonne, Andrea, the Gov, and Milton, the doctor, is all having a cup of tea. Very British thing to be doing at the end of the world. The doctor asks a couple of questions. Do you think they remember what's going on and who they are? And he also asks Michonne, was her walker pack mules things anything to do with her family? Were they known to her? To which she just stared him down and never went back to that conversation. A bit later, outside, Andrea asks the same question, and Michonne responds with, well, it wasn't as easy as it looks. There's a bit of a scene of battle between Woodbury and a few walkers on the other side. It goes to the governor walking through what I can assume to be his room with a lady lying in bed. What's he been up to? He then stops and stares at a photo of his wife and his child and takes a key from around his neck and sits in a rather lovely chair with a glass of, I can only assume to be whiskey or scotch, and he looks at fish tanks full of heads. Are they trophies? Only time will tell. So, my favourite line for episode 3 will be Mel, when he's sat on the chair talking to Andrea, saying, bet you thought you'd never see me again. Well, I'm back. Pulls off his prosthetic thing. Well, not all of me. That was a nice little touch there. And my favourite scenes for this episode is the governor's wall of head trophy things in his little secret room, but also the one that got killed by the rotor blades, by the helicopter, just lying there with his legs separated from his body and his guts lying everywhere. And when he finally turns and he's just moans and groans, it's something that kind of makes me just go, I like it. It looks good. Although this episode was perfect, we got gore, we got Mel back, we've got fight scenes, and everything was beautiful. Personally, I give it 4.5 heads. I'm not a big fan of Andrea. I don't have a lot of time for her. But hopefully, if we follow her again on another episode, I might spend a bit more time with her. I've been the Snuggle Bum. Thanks to Chris for opening up the show tonight. And we'll see you all for episode 4. Bye, guys. Don't forget that we're having these shown on NerdtopiaCast website, thenerdtopiacast.com. But we're also being shown on a UK horror blog, which is called The Evil Eye, I'll put the address down here somewhere. And see you later, guys. Shh. Doth what she said. Say, the helicopter crashed, and which was nice. This is how good my memory is, I can't remember what I just said. So.
This has been a production of the Nerdtopia Cast Internet Network. Be sure to check out more podcasts, videocasts, and articles at nerdtopiacast.com.